I don't give a monkey's what people write on Facebook and websites and all the rest of it. Facebook's a great thing, but it can be a curse of hell as well. But we are united. With 9 weeks into this, there's going to be a long, long summer. And I want everybody to show each other a bit of understanding, a bit of compassion, and a bit of unity. Because remember, many, many years ago, our forefathers shut the gates of Derry, and they cried out no surrender, and they were united then, and 300 odd years later, we're still united. And don't let anybody tell you any different. We're in this to the bitter end, and we're in this to win, and we will win. Because we now have got a secret weapon. We now have the weapon that will clear this country of traitors, of the political corrupt elite, and it's called a voters registration form. I'm handing these out today. Get them photocopies, get them around your district. This is the weapon that will win this war, folks. So get using them and keep out in the streets. Keep doing what you're doing. And to the people who are getting trouble off the police, there's other forms available that give you your rights. They give you 24-hour helpline numbers. If your son or daughter's arrested, you can phone at any time, day or night. Make use of these and make sure you record everything, because this will end up the European Court of Human Rights. Our rights are being trodden on. We won't take it, we won't stand for it, and that's why we're on the streets. So God bless you. I'm going to hand you over now to Mr. Jim Allister.
I'm very happy to be with you today at Belfast City Hall and to stand with you in your rightful protest against the shameful tearing down of the Union flag from the City Hall. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, the tearing down of the Union flag from our prime civic building in our capital city was no random act, it was no isolated act, it was a calculated, deliberate part of the ongoing IRA campaign. It's driven by the same Brits out mentality that drove their terror campaign. The IRA used to wage that Brits out campaign through the barrel of a gun. Then it was the Arborite and the ballot box. And now that they're in government where they should never have been, it is their culture war against unionism. And as part of that culture war, we've seen that assault on our parades, where you can walk, where you can't walk, what music you can play, what hymns you can't play. We've seen the attempt to ram their politicised Irish down our throats, all part of the same campaign. And of course the Belfast Agreement was the agreement that gave us terrorists in government, and from that position they have launched this culture war on unionism. We should also remember that those who opened the door for them, those that once said never, never, never on this very spot, are the people who ultimately unlocked the door and chuckled their way into government with IRA McGuinness. No one should be surprised that if you put the IRA in government, you get IRA policies on your streets. And that's what we're reaping today. And that's why it is vital that you stand firm and strong. But I want to say a couple of other things to you. It's also important that in taking that just cause, that you fight this campaign peaceably, because there is nothing will destroy this righteous campaign quicker than violence. There are so many traps that your enemies would wish to set for you in regard to this, and the primary trap is to inflame and provoke violence. And that is why you have to use your head, not your fists, because every time there is violence, that becomes the story. Whereas the story has to be the shame of tearing down this flag.
Brutality, please.
There is nothing that thrills those who did it. Alliance, SDLP and Sinn Féin. Nothing that thrills them more than seeing the protests being distracted by the headlines becoming those of violence. And therefore, we now need to avoid that. Our cause is just. Our cause is honourable. And that's how we fight it. I know that many's a time there is obvious, deliberate, calculated provocation as you go and you come from these demonstrations. But hold your head high and walk on, because once you get into violence, you're never going to win. I also know that sadly, there are some, even in the PSNI, who seem to be itching for trouble. Well, I do say to you, disappoint them, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fall into the trap that's being set in that regard. Men of previous generations laid down their lives for this flag. Many of them on foreign fields of battle. Many of them donning the uniform on the streets and country lanes of Ulster to resist the IRA. And it is our turn in our generation to defend this flag against the vicious, iniquitous, subtle political campaign against it. May you stand to do so, and if you do, in the manner described, then I'm more than happy to stand with you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
There's been over 200 arrests. I was at the court last Friday. There was 8 young fellas up. Only one of them get bail. 7 people remanded in custody. Many of them with no previous records. Folks, this is a form of internment. Matt Baggett's talking about arresting several thousand more of us. Several thousand more of us.
What about Short Strand?
It's outrageous.
Short Strand.
But folks, how many people have been arrested in Short Strand?
And photos of the people.
How many people have been arrested for throwing bricks, for throwing bottles, for throwing golf balls? None, to my knowledge.
And no photos.
But folks, can I just say, remember our political prisoners. Remember, there's people in jail right now. They come from working class backgrounds. Many of their families haven't got the money to send into them. And when you're in jail, and many in this audience have sampled Her Majesty's pleasure on more than one occasion, it's not an easy gig when you're in there without money for tuck shop or fags or whatever. So can I ask you to go back to your own areas and start organising some kind of relief committee, because we need to look after those people who have paid the price and who right now are incarcerated, in my opinion, illegally, because they love their flag and because they took to the streets. Matt Baggett, here's a message for you. You can arrest 10,000 of us. You won't get us off the street, and you won't stop us flying the Union flag, ever. Here's Willie Fraser now, all the way up from the country.
Just a couple of points. I've been told that these protests are bringing this country to its knees because of the effect it's having on the economy. Well, could Matt Baggett tell me this?
IRA.
Why millions upon millions is being smuggled over the border? Why millions is being lost through fraud within the Department of Guard, and they haven't made one arrest? You throw a snowball and you're arrested and remanded. You stand on the road, you're arrested and remanded. You're caught with £1 million worth of poison and you're released on the same day. What sort of law and order have we got in this country when you can sell poison to the children on the streets of this country and get out on the same day that you're caught with it? That shows you how rotten and corrupt the system is in this country, and it is time it has changed. Matt Baggett, go back to England. Somebody's mentioned to me as well that a police officer's son out on bail on serious offences. It seems to be, if you're throwing snowballs, standing for the flag, or even if you're prepared to die for the flag, you're expendable. Well, we're not. And let me tell you this, we're told we're the people that will not move on. We sit every day and watch murdering scum in our government. And we have to accept that. They can't drive past the City Hall and see the flag of the United Kingdom flying. It turns their stomach that much.
But he doesn't.
Who is the biggest hypocrite of all? The murderers sitting in Stormont, or is it the people who believe in law and order and want to see the flag of their country? Who's the hypocrite?
Murders.
Jerry Adams, Martin McGuinness, get out of our government. You don't belong in it. You have a mandate. It's a mandate for murder. That's what it is. It is not a mandate for democracy. If it was democracy, that flag would be flying. Were you supposed to have agreed that we remain part of the United Kingdom? Well, if that's the case, why is our flag down? Why is there a witch hunt going on for the soldiers and the police officers who served and defend this country? And indeed the loyalist paramilitaries, there's a witch hunt on for them as well. But if you're in the IRA and murdered and maimed and butchered the people, you're allowed to walk free. And indeed they'll give you a highly paid job in Stormont. Well, think well of it, folks, because your retirement's coming sooner than you think for the people who's waking up in this country. No surrender.
This is your camera stuff.